Hi there, I'm Megan and I go by Solar Glow Meditations. Tonight we're going to have a dowsing rod session where I will be answering questions that you guys have all submitted. If you guys want to submit questions for future recordings, I'll have a link in the description box below that will go to a Google form, and that's how I collect all my questions. When I checked when I was pulling these questions together, my backlog is at about 16,000 questions, so please forgive me if it takes some time to get to yours. Before we get started, a few caveats. This is for entertainment purposes only, so especially if I ask about medical things, I am not a medical professional and I want you to consult with your doctor. Also, the future is not set in stone. If you've been around these videos for a little while, you already know that there have been some future predictions of mine that have changed because people have free will. You can choose to do something different if you so desire. And spirit doesn't always know how we're going to act. So yeah, I think that covers the bases. If you guys could also like and subscribe, that would help me greatly. Before we get into the questions, let's figure out who we're talking to. If you're with me and willing to answer some questions, could you cross the rods for yes? Thank you. Could you open wide for no? Thank you. Could you point to the direction of your energy? Thank you. Am I talking with an ascended master? No, thank you. Am I talking with an archangel? No, thank you. Am I talking with a spirit guide of mine? Yes, thank you. Am I talking with Black Dragon by chance? No, thank you. Am I talking with my cat spirit guide? Yes, thank you. Okay, let's get into the questions. Do trees appreciate when humans acknowledge them? Yes, thank you. Can the average dog who lives with us understand everything we're saying? Yes, thank you. Can cats and ducks talk to each other? Yes, thank you. Do they usually talk to each other? No. Uh, do you, as the cat, appreciate answering questions about the dog? No, thank you. Um, are there more stars than there are grains of sand? Yes, thank you. Does fasting make our prayers more powerful? No, thank you. Do aliens know more about us than we know about them? Yes, thank you. Can everything be explained by some sort of science? Yes, thank you. Is there a lot of science that we still don't understand right now? Yes, thank you. Is there a maximum amount of lifetimes that one is allowed to live? No, thank you. Excuse me. Is it possible to technically live forever by saturating the subconscious mind? No, thank you. Is it technically possible to live forever? Yes, thank you. Is our gut instinct always correct? No, thank you. Should we listen to our gut instinct? Yes, thank you. Do spirits hesitate to show themselves in front of cats or dogs? No, thank you. Do some spirits hesitate to show themselves to cats and dogs? Yes, thank you. Is that because they just don't like cats and dogs? No, thank you. Do aliens have their own gods or holy figures? No, thank you. Do they have the same gods and or holy figures? Yes, thank you. Is it necessary to clear negative energy from ourselves? Yes, thank you. Are some ghosts in fact aliens that want to not be seen? No, thank you. Is a soul's journey ever complete? No, thank you. Is Ahura Mazda an ascended master? Yes, thank you. Was Zoroaster a real figure? Yes, thank you. Is Zoroaster an ascended master? Yes, thank you. Will meditating cancel the effect of black magic, talismans, and spells on us? Yes, thank you. Are aliens visiting the Hudson Valley? Yes, thank you. Do aliens shine light into our houses when we sleep from above? No answer. Thank you. Can aliens shine lights into our homes while we sleep from above? Yes, thank you. Is Sadhguru the real deal? Yes, thank you. Do some people have the power to control elements? Yes, thank you. Do electric cars make us sick by driving in them? No, thank you. Do we have the tools for a time machine? No, thank you. Do we need a machine to travel through time? No, thank you. Can our bodies physically travel through time? Yes, thank you. Do we need some sort of machine for our bodies to travel through time? No, thank you. Do magnetic fields have any relations with time travel portals? It's kind of a half yes, half no. Thank you. Is sex only physical pleasure? No, thank you. Is it possible for a living human to have sex with a spirit or ghost? Yes, thank you. Is that just on an energetic level? Yes, thank you. Can we heal others through sexual energy? Yes, thank you. Is sex work a spiritual calling for some people? Yes, thank you. Is solitude necessary for spiritual growth? Yes, thank you. Is Walt Disney cryogenically frozen? No answer, thank you. Um, is Walt Disney's body cryogenically frozen? Yes, thank you. Is grounding healing to the body? Yes, thank you. Is grounding healing to the soul? Yes, thank you. Do grounding mats work? Yes, thank you. Is the moksha theory real? Yes, thank you. Is anger ever justified? No answer. Thank you. Is Slender Man real? Yes, thank you. Is action the way of healing karma? Yes, thank you. Do the actions you do as a child count as part of your karma? Yes, thank you. Do we tap into our hidden power through meditation? Yes, thank you. Is there music in the afterlife? Yes, thank you. Can people be born without a soul? No, thank you. Is hard work absolutely necessary for success? Yes, thank you. Is who you marry part of your destiny? No, thank you. Is it possible to recover from grief? Yes, thank you. Is meditation the only way to access our spirit guides? No, thank you. Is it safe to sleep with crystals under your pillow? Yes, thank you. Does chanting in Sanskrit open us up to our psychic gifts? Yes, thank you. Do freckles in our eyes mean how many children we will have? No, thank you. Can it be an indication of how many children we have? Yes, thank you. Is the Sphinx in Egypt a woman? No answer, thank you. Does Nichiren Buddhism work? Yes, thank you. Does chanting Nam Myoho Reg Koi change one's karma? Yes, thank you. Does practicing Nichiren Buddhism via Soka Gakki International legit? Yes, thank you. Does it help in transforming one's karma? Yes, thank you. Do thought forms exist and serve us? Yes, thank you. Is creating this thought form, do we create thought forms by giving them identity? Yes, thank you. Can a person truly love two different people equally at the same time? Yes, thank you. Do mediums really communicate with souls? Yes, thank you. Can our chakras be multicolored? Yes, thank you. In the book Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh, is that mostly true? Yes, thank you. Is it a good idea to be buried in a tree pod or a fungal pod? Yes, thank you. Does heaven look different for each soul depending on what they love being surrounded by? Yes, thank you. Is Dolores Cannon's Conversations with Nostradamus accurate? Yes, thank you. Is circumcising better than not circumcising? No answer. Is that based on individual preference? Thank you. Yes. Does it mean something when the rod suddenly changed direction and crossed to point at yourself? Yes, thank you. Can that mean that they're just really excited? No, thank you. Can it be spirit trying to communicate something else? Yes, thank you. Can you learn the origins of your soul through meditation? Yes, thank you. Are pirates making a comeback? No, thank you. Is it a good time to root for the underdog? Yes, thank you. Is it always a good time to root for the underdog? Yes, thank you. Are there ghosts in cemeteries? Yes, thank you. Was Atlantis only a fictional story? No, thank you. Can everybody access their Akashic records? Yes, thank you. Does space weather along our orbit influence astrology? Yes, thank you. Will following intuition lead us into higher timelines? Yes, thank you. Are there seven seals talked about in the Bible a metaphor for chakras? Yes, thank you. Do we have a heavenly mother? Yes, thank you. Can fascia maneuvers heal the body? Yes, thank you. Is God the Father, as referred to in the Bible, the divine masculine energy? Yes, thank you. Is the Holy Spirit the divine feminine energy? Yes, thank you. Can those things be opposites? No, thank you. Are there cyclical resets to our planet? Yes, thank you. Alrighty, that's all the time that we have for this dowsing rod session. So if you guys have questions, please feel free to submit them in the form below in the description box. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.